We are doing a 4-part series on hybrid mutual funds. In the first video, we identified ourselves either as a conservative, moderate, or an aggressive investor. We also told you what were the different kinds of hybrid mutual funds. So in this video, we are going to address the mindset of a conservative investor. Okay. Now, if you're a conservative investor, in the hybrid mutual fund space, there are two categories that you can look at. One is arbitrage and the other one is something what we call as conservative hybrid mutual funds. So part A, I'm going to take on conservative hybrid mutual funds. Before that, let me just get onto the psyche of a conservative investor. So a conservative investor to me is somebody who can't take more than a 25% or a 30% drawdown on his investments. And those drawdowns are only temporary, so don't get scared about that. And number two is that a conservative investor is somebody who says, take care, I need at least a fixed deposit return in a 3-year time horizon. Anything above that is good for me. So with that, let's begin and see if conservative hybrid mutual funds make sense. Okay. Now, before I do that, please get yourself a cup of coffee. There's a lot of number crunching that I've done and I need your attention. So hit the pause button, get yourself a cup of coffee. Should we begin then? Okay. Now, the study that I did, I took about 37 mutual funds. Okay, I took data from 2012 and right up to 2019. I did not take 2020 because it's a very funny year and I don't want any skewed returns towards any, which cannot help me draw a meaningful result. So I left out 2020. Okay. Then what I've done is that I've taken out the averages on an annualized basis. So per annum, we've taken out the average of these 37 mutual funds. Then of those averages, I've again averaged down a 3-year return. Okay, and why I did that, I'll explain a little later. But just as an example, let's say in 2012, the average return that conservative hybrid mutual funds, these 37 of them, gave you a return of 10%. In 2013, they gave you 12. In 2014, they gave you 10 again. So I've taken 10 plus 12 plus 10 divided by 3 to get a return of 10.66. Now, why did I take a 3-year average? I took a 3-year average because I want to compare it on a post-tax basis as well. Now, conservative hybrid mutual funds fall under debt funds. So what that means is that after 3 years, they get a tax benefit. They have a tax advantage, so to say. They are taxed at 20% plus indexation, right? So that's why I took 3 years. And the second reason why I took a 3-year average rolling return is, not average rolling return, an average return is because this has got a component of equity, right? You wouldn't want to invest in anything even with a 25% equity component for anything less than 3 years. So that's why we took a 3-year average return. Now, this 3-year average return, I compared it to the SBI fixed deposit return. So what I'm trying to analyze is, so let's say I made an FD in 2012 and it stood me good till 12, 13, 14. 2014 I took it out. Did I beat the conservative hybrid mutual fund return? Yes or no? Okay. So here are my findings. Now what I found was that during the entire time horizon that I've taken, barring 2017, 17, 18, 19, that time period, conservative hybrid mutual funds on a top line basis, I've not built in any taxes here, have beaten fixed deposit, your SBI fixed deposit returns consistently, except for 2017 to 19 period. Okay. And 17 beginning, 19 end is what we will take, right? To make it a full 3-year. Now when I'm building taxes, let's say you're in the 20% tax bracket or your 30% tax bracket, then the answer is a definite yes. In every time period that we've observed, conservative hybrid mutual funds have beaten fixed deposits. Now, I don't want my conservative guy to have a heart attack. So I did a little bit of more analysis. What I did was, I took this year. Okay, so I took January, I think 20th ka reading, and up till 3rd of April when the market had crashed by about 34%. And then I took a reading of 3rd April to 28 September, 29 September, whenever I did this analysis. And the market had bounced back by 39%. When I'm saying market, I'm talking about the Nifty. So what is the kind of drawdown that the conservative investor had in the conservative hybrid mutual fund? It was about 8% drawdown, and the bounce back was about 10.5. So that's the kind of variation that this year gave us. Now let's analyze whether arbitrage funds make sense for the conservative investor. We're going to compare them to fixed deposits and see if they can beat the fixed deposit returns, right? So we took 28 funds and we took their average return on a per annum basis, and then compared them to the fixed deposit return. So why did we just take per annum basis, and why did we not take 3 years like we did for conservative hybrid mutual funds? The answer is because arbitrage funds are equity mutual funds, are taxed like equity mutual funds, and therefore after 1 year they have a 10% taxation, and prior to that they have a 15% taxation. So it made sense for us to compare it on a per annum basis. And here are what the findings are. What we figured was that if you're not paying taxes, you're in the 0 or a 15% tax bracket, the answer is a definite no. If you are in the 20% tax bracket, borderline case. Some years you did better than fixed deposits, some years you did worse off, right? If you're in the 30% tax bracket, yes, it makes sense for you, but I'm not going to give it a very enthusiastic, yes, let's go for it kind of a response. And the reason for that is, what I've noticed is, over the last few years, the returns, the margins have been shrinking. And number two is that the margin of outperformance of a fixed deposit is not that substantial. And remember, we are doing averages here. So if you by chance happen to be in some of those underperforming arbitrage funds, then you will probably not beat fixed deposits. The only concept that was working in favor of arbitrage funds over a fixed deposit was liquidity. So arbitrage funds, most of them after 3 months, 90 days, don't have an exit load, right? And fixed deposits, some banks charge a fee of 1% for premature deposits. So to that effect, I might say that arbitrage is a little more easier on the liquidity. So that's then the conclusion then. For conservative hybrid mutual funds, 3-year basis, yes. If you're in the high tax bracket, a definite yes. For arbitrage funds, lukewarm response. So join me now on the next video, which I'm going to put out for moderate investors. Until then, see you. Bye-bye. Have a nice evening.